Let us learn how to create WhatsApp templates in WhatTalk. Click on the View icon, click on Create Template, and select Updated Interface. Write your template name. Meta's template naming only supports underscores and lowercase alphabets. Select your template language. Select an appropriate template category. Click on Next. Having a template header is optional. You can have a text-based header or a media-based header. You can upload an image, video, document, or location. The header content that you enter here is only an example. When sending the actual message, you can edit this or change it. In this template, let's set an image header. This is basically an example image. In the body section, you can have variables. Click on this icon to add a variable to your body. As per Meta's policy, you cannot start or end your template with a variable, so you always need to add some text before and after a variable. You can add more variables in the body, add emojis or format text in the body. When you do this, you notice that the system will automatically add WhatsApp formatting. For all the variables that you have entered, you need to provide an example to Meta. You'll be able to change these variables when sending the message, but you need to specify an example. The footer is basically a light gray colored text that you can enter. This is optional. It appears in this way. You can add up to 10 buttons in total, out of which you can have a maximum of only 2 website buttons, 1 call, now button, and up to 7 quick reply buttons. If you do not enter any call to actions button, then you can have up to 10 quick reply buttons, but if you enter call to action buttons, then you can add up to only 3 call to action buttons, then the remaining 7 may be quick reply buttons. It is optional to have 10 buttons. Let's start with a website button. Your website URL can be static or dynamic. First, let's enter a static URL. Let's add a second website button. This time, we add a dynamic URL. In case you enter a dynamic URL, you always have to presume that in the end, you can have any type of variable content. You need to enter your website URL here, and in the end, you can define the full URL, or basically an example URL. You can always change this part while you're sending the actual message. Next, we can have a Call Now button. Enter your phone number and country code. You can now see that Visit Website button is at the top, Track Order button is in the second position, and in the third position, we are unable to see the third button, but instead we have See All Options. With this, all of the other buttons are visible. We can reorder these buttons. Since we can't add any more call to action buttons, we'll add quick reply buttons. You can reorder these buttons, but you cannot mix call to action buttons with quick reply buttons. Play around with the button placement and see all the permutation and combinations possible. Click Submit Template. Meta takes a minute up to a day to approve most templates. Let's check and see if it is already approved, and in less than a minute, the template is already approved. You can preview your template here. This is how your actual content will look like. Thank you.